NCAA Division I soccer, the league that everyone knows about, but no one knows about. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Francesco. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm going to be breaking down an entire NCAA Division I season. I'm going to be looking at what it looks like at preseason in August, September, through the competitive season in the fall, all the way till the spring season, where again, we're focusing on training, strength and conditioning, other aspects of the game, in addition to some friendly matches, and then the summertime and what a lot of players do during the summer, during an unguided period. What's up, everyone? My name is Francesco, and as a former NCAA Division I and full-time footballer, my mission is to provide you with the resources you need to enjoy the game and take your game to the next level. Hope you enjoy the video. So, the 12 months altogether can be split up into 3 separate seasons. So you can think of the time from August till about November, December as the fall season. The fall period is the most important and the only actual competitive portion of NCAA soccer. From there, we have then the spring season, which typically lasts from January till about April or May. From there, you have the summertime, which is the end of that summer period, which is again about middle of May, beginning of May, all the way till August, which is when preseason restarts. So I'm going to be breaking it down from my perspective when I was going from senior year in high school, grade 12, going into my first year NCAA Division I soccer. So once I graduated from high school in June 2015, I had about a month to prepare and then make my way over to Milwaukee, which is where I committed to play NCAA Division I soccer. The very first portion of the season is captain's training. In the NCAA, there's a lot of specific rules in terms of how often you can train, when you can train, who you can train with, all that kind of stuff, which is not what we're necessarily going to be getting into here, okay? But it's just something to think about. First, as I said, we have captain's training, which is organized by the captains, which were selected in the spring leading into the next fall. This can range from program to program, from captain to captain. There's no particular set of rules that you need to follow in terms of the captain's training. Captain's training is just as it sounds like. The captains are what put on the sessions and will organize the sessions in advance. So for me, we began about end of July. I think it was about July 25th. So we have about a week and a half to 2 weeks of captain's training before we started official preseason training. From there, there's an official NCAA Division I start. And again, this is different between NCAA Division II to Division III to the female game to the male game. But anyway, we had our official start date on August 8th. And this is the day, 1, you're able to move into the dorms. 2, you're able to organize everything with the official soccer coaches or football coaches, okay? And this is the official day you're able to start training. So typically on this day, rather than training, we went through all the compliance stuff. So we meet with our athletic directors, academic counselors, all of those professionals from different parts of the faculty. Then from there, preseason started. So typically preseason, we'd have 2 or 3 friendly matches against other schools from around the region. Throughout a full NCAA fall season, all right, typically teams are playing from 16 to 20 games. And these games can be in conference and non-conference games. And I should also mention that during this fall season, per week, you're only allowed 20 hours to train. So that's with the soccer coaches, strength and conditioning coaches, okay, formal team training. And I should also add, this includes your matches on the weekends. This is to regulate how much you're able to actually train and the physical demand of the game and the season, but also to allow players the time to focus also on the academic side, even during a busy fall period. So you play your regular conference games from about middle of August, end of August, till about beginning of October. And then from there you transition, if you're lucky enough, into the conference tournament, which is typically 2, 3, maybe 4 games depending on your conference, which then leads you to the NCAA tournament. One additional side note I should add, again, this is based on the conference you play in, is once you're eliminated from tournament play at the end of your regular season, your hours may be limited to how much you can train and play formally within the team. For us, if I think correctly back, okay, once we were eliminated from the conference tournament, we were then only allowed 8 hours of training per week from the point we lost up until exam time. So again, only 2 hours of this time was dedicated to formal team training on the ball, and the other 6 hours was typically dedicated to strength conditioning and athletic performance work, as well as recovering from the season prior. So the official season end date is once the NCAA championship occurs. From there, there's no formal team training. You're not allowed to train directly as a team. You're only allowed to focus on your academics and your final exam period. So for example, in this past year in 2022, Syracuse, who played Indiana in the final, occurred on December 12th. From December 12th on, teams are not allowed to formally train. And so from the middle of August till December 12th this past season, Syracuse, who were the men's soccer Division I champions, played 25 games overall. And this included their preseason all the way to the NCAA championship match. This is 25 games in about a 17-game span, which averages about 1.4 games per week during that 17-week period. So there's a lot of matches in a short amount of time. And now we move on to our second season, which is our spring season. And this will, depending on the program, start around middle to the end of January and go all the way till about mid to end of April. So it's about a 12 to 14 week span. And during this 12 to 14 weeks, you're only allowed to formally train as a team 10 hours per week. And this includes strength and conditioning sessions, team training, team meetings, film sessions, etc. In addition to the limited hours you're allowed to train, you're only allowed to play a maximum 5 friendly matches during this 12 to 14 week period. And again, these matches are totally friendlies. They're exhibitions. They have nothing to do with your rankings or anything from the fall before or the fall coming up. Okay, so they're totally friendly matches that you just play to compete and continue with your development. And the spring season is kind of organized this way to allow players to focus a little bit more on their academics and maybe increase the academic workload they had compared to the fall season. So again, it allows them to focus on things outside of football in addition to other academics, such as social events, such as networking, and other professional opportunities. Once you hit that 12 to 14 week period and there's now time for the exam preparation, exams will go through. There won't be any formal training during this time, which then leads us into our third season, which is our summer season. Now there's no formal or dedicated team training for your college team. And a lot of players will go out and do individual training. They'll go out and they'll play for their local men's team, or a lot of them will go and play in the USL 2 Championship League. Essentially, you're allowed to play in any conference at the amateur level. And a lot of the times, players will even stay local and train with their strength and conditioning coaches, because depending on the program, your strength and conditioning coach may be there around the summertime to guide sessions for you. It's a very open and flexible time that's really unguided. Really, the idea is that the coaches are hoping that the players are going to stay fit, continue training, stay sharp, and keep preparing for the fall season that's coming up. So altogether, your 12 months as an NCAA Division I soccer player is very action-packed at one point and then also very lax in another. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, it's just going over the overall 12-month structure as an NCAA Division I soccer player. Okay, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get videos like this. Okay, I'm going to be putting together a playlist of my experiences as an NCAA Division I soccer player, as well as things that I wish I knew leading into my NCAA career. Last thing I'm going to ask from you guys, if you hit that like button below, okay, I'd really appreciate it. Apparently it helps with the algorithm or whatever it is, okay? I'm just a football guy, I have no idea, okay? But if you could hit that like button so other people can see this video, I'd really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.